Okay, we are live again. Can you believe it? We are live again. Second or third time today. Um, that's not common for me, but it's not usual for me. But I'll do my best. Um, I'll give it a few seconds. This is unannounced, so I just want want to wait till a few people join the chat. Now. Um, I can tell you why I'm doing yet another live stream. First of all, it's I have something on my mind. Secondly, I did a recording. I actually filmed this little rant in my car, but then I got back home and I realized there was no sound in the recording. I don't know why. But I'm using the GoPro when I move around and so on. So I don't know why. Maybe the microphone, the external microphone, is has stopped working. Okay, so I I'm going to address a topic that I find important. It's important for me as a YouTube creator and as a human being, and it's important to YouTube creators out there. And it is something I believe everyone who has a few favorite channels here um, has noticed. Here's the thing. I want to frame this as a question to you guys. Have you noticed that there are YouTube channels out there, they don't upload anymore? Have you noticed that? I have. And it's natural, of course, that some people will stop uploading videos. Maybe they don't have time anymore. Maybe they lose interest. I don't know. But quite recently, it's been an exodus almost. No, not an exodus, but more and more people have stopped uploading videos. Even larger YouTubers. I will say straight away that I'm not going anywhere. I have three channels here on YouTube, and I will continue uploading videos and live streams to all those channels. Oh, I don't. Yeah, this is mainly my live streaming channel, but I was going to make a video, but as I said, I didn't get any sound on that recording. I know why. Well, I think I know why so many YouTubers have decided to stop uploading, quit YouTube, or take a long break. I think I know why. And in the title of this live stream, I've I mentioned another channel. Now I don't know that channel well. I've seen I think two videos of his, um, but the one I watched yesterday was about this, and he was saying that he was going to take a break from YouTube. I think it's a channel about politics, finance, and things like that. So I'm, and I can nod, in agreement to what he said, pretty much there. And here's the thing: the hostility among people watching videos, commenting, people in the chat, in the live streams, the hostility level has increased dramatically. You will have haters and trolls and things like that. My main channel has 531,000 subscribers, and of course, I do get haters and trolls. And uh, up through the last 6 years since I started, I've kind of developed thick skin, as they say, and I honestly can say that if I think about the trolls and haters at all, I don't think highly of them. Most often, I don't think about them at all. They will say that, well, it's criticism. Can't you take criticism? Yeah. Some people have a hard time formulating themselves like civilized human beings. So, for instance, if they are saying like "you're going to hell," oh, I said a rude word there, but demonetized. Most likely, I will not view that as constructive criticism. Call me crazy, but that's just me. I don't know. But here's the thing, when you get that day after day, um, it gets to you. If you are a human being, it gets to you. And if I know lots of people will now say you shouldn't care about the trolls, don't mind the trolls, don't mind the trolls. And I appreciate that. I think it's wonderful that you care. But there's a saying, I think it goes like this, if you haven't walked a mile in someone's shoes, you should not pretend that you understand what that person is going through, something like that. Um, something like that. If you have a larger channel, you can sit all day long and read hate comments. Now, of course, I don't do that, but YouTube did something some time ago. They did something that they shouldn't have done, and not a lot of creators talk about this. They actually, in Creator Studio, that's where you go when you look at the statistics and the numbers and all that, and you have to spend some time there. Okay, when you go there, you will see comments, the three latest comments. It used to be set up in such a way that you could choose which modules you had on that page. They removed that option, and now you will see the comments. So I do see some comments, and and I wish I could choose not to. I wish I could. I kind of know when I can look at the comments. It you get an instinct for that, okay? And you know when there's a surge of haters and trolls, and if you want to stay sane, and balanced, you don't want to read that if you're a human being. And you can say you're very tough. Oh, you're so tough, you wouldn't mind. You would, trust me, you would. It would get to you. I don't care who you are, it would get to you. And I noticed that it's gotten much worse. So, as this YouTube creator, as I said, I don't know his channel well, but he said something very true. A lot of people, YouTube creators, they will ask themselves, is it worth it? Let's say you have a channel of, 100,000 subscribers, and you get a lot of hate there. If you have 100,000 subscribers, you can't make a living from that. It won't pay a lot of money. Okay, there are people out there who think that if you have 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, you'll be a millionaire. That's not true. And a lot of these channels where the YouTube creator has stopped uploading, they are kind of maybe 50,000, 100, 150,000. And they have probably asked themselves, is it worth it? And the answer was no. It's not worth it. I would say it is absolutely worth it because, first of all, I don't get that much hate and trolls and stuff like that. And I find it very rewarding. We have a fantastic community, and I can on all of my three channels, and I can tell you why. First of all, it's I want to say thank you to you guys because you are fantastic. You are awesome. But I've also, from the very start, been active on kicking people out. That might sound brutal, but I do. If people misbehave, I kick them out. And I've always done that. And that has resulted in a very healthy, um, caring community. So I'll take a look here at chat in a couple of minutes. I'll just have to get through my. There are some other things I wanted to mention here. You see, and I don't want to forget. So the short answer is, if some of your favorite YouTubers have stopped uploading, chances are that it's because they had too much negative feedback. And as I said, it will get to you, no matter who you are. So, for me personally, um, after a while, I started seeing patterns, right? So I started grouping the haters and trolls into categories, and they will fall into these categories, and they will always say the same. It's always the same. Okay. I can mention just, I guess, a couple of those categories. By far, the worst trollers, no, haters, the worst ones are, I don't know, I don't have a good name for them. Yes, I figured out a name for them the other day. Bible bullies, because I don't want to say Christians, because there are so many awesome Christian people here in this community. But these people will, just off the top of my head, lately they've been saying things like, I'm a horrible father because I'm not a Christian. That's one. And they feel sorry for my kids. I'm going to hell, but they will pray for me so that I won't spend such a long time in the burning lake. That's nice. Isn't that nice? They are caring people, you know. They will send me stuff in the post. That's, I don't mind. Um, but they will also, yeah, I don't want to get into details, but they are by far the worst category. And you have another category with people who, they seem to just be anti whatever the mainstream media says. Um, so, and this it comes from the lockdowns and all the lies and all that, so they started believing in some, strange stuff. And I what seems to happen there is that they watch a video of mine where I say something that they would have liked to have said themselves, and they will then assign you, this happens all the time on YouTube. They assign to the YouTuber a long list of opinions and uh, statements that you need to make. You need to have these opinions. They want to hear their own thoughts and ideas coming from your mouth. And if you say something that they disagree with, they will hate you with a passion. Oh, it's like it's that force is very strong. It's their superpower. um, so so that's two groups there. I have to mention also the bots. I call them the bots, but they're not all bots. Whenever I talk about the communists in China and those the little dictator guy they have there, and I will get um, a lot of hate from people who say that China is the greatest nation on the planet. There are no Uyghurs in concentration camps, and so on and so on and so on. Whenever I talk about Putin's invasion of the Ukraine, I will get a lot of the same words, the same arguments, the same stuff, the same nonsense all the time. And I think that that's a mix of bots and people who have bought into the propaganda from Kremlin. They don't realize that Kremlin is working on alternative social media. They know that there are alternative platforms out there that they can use. Yes, they have actually discovered that. Can you believe it? So, and I'm sure we'll get them here as well. Oh, Evola sunglasses. Thank you for confirming that. Um, so when you get that on a daily basis, you either have to develop a certain attitude towards these people, like I just demonstrated here, or you have to get off YouTube. Okay. And that's why several of several YouTubers I know have decided to take a long break. The hate is just off the rails. It's ridiculous now. It's ridiculous. So let me demonstrate. Well, I will. I will demonstrate now. If I see any such comments in the chat. Um, and yeah, well, I also get this. They aren't true Christians. Well, they certainly think they are, you know. But as I said, that's why I don't call them Christians. I call them, yeah, I've decided to call them Bible bullies. Now, let's see here. I feel in the mood for kicking someone off my channel now. No, just kidding. Sort of. Matthias Treeman says something very true here, and good to see you as always, Matthias. If you don't like a channel for whatever reason, I just don't watch or follow them. Yeah, exactly. Curtis, hi there. Jonna says like and subscribe. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. Burnouts, yes, there are YouTubers who get burnouts, but you will see that mostly, I believe, among vloggers people who share personal stuff, edited and highly edited, or very often highly edited, high production value on a daily basis. So let's see here. Lexi says, online is nothing compared to trying to get rid of drunk people after pub closed. I can imagine. So, okay. Okay. Yeah, October, I see your comment there. Thank you for that. I can't discuss that here, of course. So, um, uh, yeah, they are weak people, but they there are lots of people like that out there, and you know, there are people out there who build, and there are people out there who are too lazy to build, but they would rather tear other people's buildings down, if you get my meaning. Um, so yeah, well, here another thing, another aspect to this is this. Um, Children are spending a lot of time on social media, and they will sort of mimic the behavior that they see there. So, for instance, you might say that, well, oh, you're so sensitive. Can't you? When I kick people off the chat, some people are complaining, oh, you're so sensitive. No, I really don't care about those comments, but I know that friends, my son, for instance, they are watching, and I don't want that for them. That shouldn't be so difficult to understand. I don't want rude words, and I I do my best to get rid of that. But the we need as adults to be examples for the younger generation. We need to behave. You know, we need to be intelligent. We need to do our best. So I also don't like when people have like an opinion. You can have an opinion, but not a very dogmatic opinion. What's the word? Yeah, this orthodoxy that they apply to things that typically will involve a lot of emotion, like the environment. There's an orthodoxy there on all sides, but not being able to admit that you don't know everything about that is very difficult to some people. And as adults, we should, unless you've been working in that field for a number of years, you have a degree in a field that is that has to do with the environment. Unless you do, then you should be a little bit humble, okay? Because it's complex. Um, that goes for so many things. But I don't know. I've had people criticizing my lifting technique, and I could literally have turned the camera around, and it would have shown my diplomas from international championships, uh, dozens of medals from the meets I've competed in, national records, so on and so on and so on. Diplomas from my personal trainer course and so on. But uh, even if I had done that, they still wouldn't have admitted that they should have been a little bit humble, um, because it doesn't matter to these people. You can have the Nobel Prize in physics, and a flat earther will still go to that um, Nobel Prize, that guy with the Nobel Prize, and tell him that he's wrong, you know. And I find that the level of certainty is much higher in stupid people than it is among intelligent and well, um, yeah, intelligent people, if you get my meaning. Science is never settled. Well, some science is settled actually. We know the Earth is round. So that one is, well, actually not completely round. Isn't it a little bit stretched out at the middle? So that, there are many things that are in science that are settled, actually. So Martin says, the more I learn, the more I find out I don't know. Exactly. Exactly. Is that called an oblate spheroid? Uh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Not true. So you're saying that no. Denmark Bear, some science is settled. I just have to tell you, some science is settled. I've studied economics, and there is a lot of science there that is settled. If you look into, just off the top of my head, again using those words a lot now, but uh, pretty much like, uh, for instance, the Nash equilibrium. Have you read about that? Do you understand what it is? It's settled, and it is one of the many things that a brilliant mind discovered, and it explains so much. And yes, it's settled. It explains how things work. Okay. But we are maybe splitting hairs here. Okay. Gravity, says Ronnie, kind of seems to be a thing. Yes. You know. uh, Ranveig says, remember, it's my truth, your truth, and the truth. Let's focus on my truth. Oh, sorry, Denmark Bear. Talking about stupid people. Yes, I understand. I'm sorry. The chat moves so quickly sometimes. I have problems keeping up. I'm very sorry. Um, let's see here. Uh, okay. So I'm just looking here. I need to get things right in the chat. Okay, I missed the context now. I'm sorry. Yeah, well, let's get back to the topic of this live stream. I was just trying to explain why. Now it's, I don't know for certain. I'm not in the minds of other YouTubers, of course, but my impression is that, and some very large YouTubers have actually said this, that they've lost. They they are not inspired anymore. It's just too much hate out there. And I would like to say that this is much worse if you talk about political stuff, or I don't know, religion, the environment, the culture war, things like that. But it really isn't. It's all over the board. I mean, because I have my outdoors channel, Bjorn Outdoors. I get it there as well. It's amazing. It is truly amazing. Um, and we're not talking about criticism, which is not well understood, by the way. That's a different topic. Um, I can give you a few examples, and because when I started that channel, I thought I won't get the trolls here, at least not that many, and I don't get that many, but I do get them there. Um, once I Yeah, no, not so much a hate comment, but more like I don't know what to call it, but my previous video on that channel, Bjorn Outdoors, I made a video, just a quick video, just as a because I have been asked many times how I avoid getting bitten by ticks, and I use rubber boots that are up to my knees almost, and it seems to work. Um, and the ticks, at least the ticks I know, they are typically in the tall grass, and I like this word, the shrubbery. That's where they are, and they can't climb up my rubber boots. But there was one guy. I had to write that no, no, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. But I, I've used them for years and it works. But no, no, it wouldn't work because the ticks are climbing up in the trees and falling down on you when you walk past. No, they don't. Unless there are ticks in other countries that have a strange behavior, they don't do that. And so I don't know what it is with these people. Oh, Denmark bear had 10 ticks already. Okay. Yes, they do, says Simon. Well, maybe it's different in other countries, but monkey ticks. Okay. But this has worked for me, as I said in my video, for years, and I don't get bitten by ticks because they don't manage to climb up the slippery rubber boots. Tom, thanks a lot for the donation. That's awesome. May the gods bless you and yours. Well, thank you, and the same to you as well. Now, Finn says some people love arguing. You could not put your socks on properly in their eyes. Yeah, yes, exactly. Spider ticks. Yeah, well, I guess if you go straight through dense shrubbery, tall shrubbery, yeah, and you will get them higher up, I guess. But that's not the point, you know. I wasn't saying that. Well, do like this, and you will never have a tick on you. But it's the tone, right? Another one that's one of the outdoors videos on my main channel actually, and I still remember that because I was sleeping by the fire during winter, and this guy said that, well, you shouldn't do that, and I was out with a friend of mine, and he slept in a bit further away, and you shouldn't do that because you should do like your mate there. He knows what he's doing. You don't know what you're doing. One spark, and you will be in flames. Ooh. Yes, because I use flammable tarp and flammable jacket and flammable sleeping bag. Everything will burst into flames, of course, of the gear that I use when I sit by the fire, of course. And it's like, I don't know what it is with these people, but I'm just telling you this to. I've been sleeping by the fire outside for years. It's my favorite spot by the fire. I've never had anything start burning except the fire. Uh, so you will get it no matter what your videos are about. It's just an attitude, and it's gotten worse and worse and worse, sadly. Now, as I said, I now, yeah, I appreciate this, but it's not really that with the ticks. That was just an example. Okay, I'm not. This is not about the ticks. It's about YouTubers. Some would say some of the YouTubers are as persistent, dug in there like ticks, but it's not about the ticks. But okay, yeah. Yeah, it's so you will have this no matter what you do on YouTube, and it's just how it is. Some people they feel that it's not worth it, and for me, I definitely think it's worth it. I wish YouTube would take away that you have to see the comments when you go to YouTube Creator, but okay. Um, I I fully understand why people stop uploading. Um, I won't go anywhere. I will continue uploading. But yeah, we also had censorship on YouTube, but and that's a big problem. But I can tell you that um, it's the hate is a much bigger problem. Actually, it's a much bigger problem, um, and it's ironic because at least one of the groups of haters, they are those who complain the most about the censorship, and they will typically, here's what they do: they will write a comment, and the comment will be, "Oh, you're stupid and ugly, and you shouldn't be making videos, and you're a bad father, and you're a disgrace for the human race." And then either me or one of the moderators will delete that comment, and then this person will then write, "Oh, now you're censoring. I thought you were for free speech, but you're censoring me." Yeah, that's how it goes. You know, that's how it is. Um, and you really can't. You can't. I don't know. The only thing to do about people like that is to kick them off the channel, and that's what I do. Um, so yeah, yeah. The alternative platforms are a lot worse, a lot worse, because they don't have the same resources as YouTube, um, to get the worst haters away, to get rid of those. Um, so yeah, that's the main problem with the alternative platforms, actually. Um, Ads, Lexi, I can't do anything about ads, and I'll tell you why. Now, there are lots of people who think that I can choose not to have ads. I don't see the ads, but I can choose to not monetize my videos. Yeah. And a lot of people think that, hey, here's another hater group, by the way, those who think that I'm fake because I'm making money. Yeah. I'm fake because I'm making money off YouTube. Okay. Yeah, they are. I don't know. I don't know what to say to those people, but yeah, I can choose not to monetize my videos and live streams. And it used to be so that if I did that, if I said, well, I will do this for free, I will work many hours per week for free. If I did that, some time ago, there wouldn't be ads on the videos, but YouTube, or rather Google, made a change. They said that you can demonetize, but there will still be ads on your video and your live streams, but you won't get your share of the revenue from those ads. So it's important to understand the difference there. There will be ads on live streams and videos, no matter what. They don't always put ads on like smaller channels, right? But they will do that on any channel of some size. So you can choose, you can't, in other words, you can't choose not to have ads, but you can choose if you want to have your share of the revenue from those ads or not. And I would rather have my share. Thank you very much. So, um, let's see here. Yeah, I am. Patrick, thank you for pointing that out. Um, I do not promote products unless it is either something made by like one craftsman, like some guy makes a knife and he sends the knife to me. That's awesome, and I show the knife typically. I'm not making any money from that. Or I will promote what's the word? Good causes, like the rescue dogs and so on. Um, I will mention the brands that I use. I am an affiliate to some brands like CPAX, but I'm not doing these, you know. And here's some words from the sponsor and so on. I would probably do it if it was a product that I felt was ethically 100% sound, useful, and and if some of that went to a good cause. So I have said to some of these that I don't want the money, but I will ask that you give the money you wanted to give me for the ad, the talking about your stuff. You give that to a charity of my choice. But then they typically don't reply uh, when I say that. So you won't see me talking about what's it called? Different agents have emailed me a lot about well, I say computer games. It's not computer games now. It's mobile games, right? So yeah, it's I don't know anything about that. So no, you won't see that. So um, and now I don't want to discuss my personal finances here, but um, but there is a lot of money that could have been made that way. But I feel it's wrong for me to do that. Um, doesn't mean I'm better than YouTubers who do actually have these. I think it's called plugins or something like that in the video there. They talk about a product for 90 seconds or something like that. Um, and nothing wrong with those YouTubers who choose to do that, but it's not for me. But I think it's not fair to say that to criticize me for making money on YouTube. It's ridiculous, to be honest with you. It's a job, and last time I checked, we get paid for doing a job. So yeah. Uh, okay. Let's see here. Finn is very funny. Okay, I'm just reading the comments now. Again, I have a bit of a problem here keeping track with the context and so on. Yes, Garden Prepping says this is why I find outdoor content incredible to make. I always have another reason to go for a hike or camp somewhere. That's the best life. Absolutely. um, Joshua, about the ads that YouTube put in the videos. I can give you some information about this that maybe you don't know this, but it's not the same everywhere. Everywhere, this YouTube algorithm. Well, there are several. Okay, YouTube has several algorithms, right? And one of those is um, finding out how many ads a particular identity, like you, for instance, um, want. Sorry. This algorithm figures out how many ads you will be okay with watching before you leave the platform. I hope I got that right. Yeah, actually. So um, that's what I've been told. And I think that algorithm doesn't really work very well because some people are reporting that there are ads every 5 minutes, and in the same video I can get feedback that there were just one ad to midway or at the beginning. That's all. So it depends on where you are and what the algorithm decides for you. Um, 5 ads in this video already. Yeah, well, um, I'm sorry about that, but the ads is how I make money on YouTube. So, as I've said before, YouTube is not for free. Okay, you can pay a monthly sum of money, like as you know, um, or you can pay with your time, and you pay with your time by watching the ads. That's how I get paid. Um, Garden Prepping says no ads here yet. Martin says no ads on this side. Um, Jenny says many big channels that don't have ads all the time because they see the people that watch as employees as the reason for getting paid from YouTube. I didn't really understand that. Yeah, if you're a premium member, there are no ads. That's true. Um, I don't know how it would work with an ad blocker, and I'm not going to. I'm not going to ask you not to watch the ads, because if I did that, I'm saying that uh, I want to earn less money from my videos, and no, I don't want to earn less money from my videos, of course. And if someone says that, if someone is very active on YouTube and they say that it's not about money, I don't care about money, chances are they are lying. And I'm sorry to say that, but yeah. Carson says, I always watch the whole ads for you, Bjorn. That actually matters a lot. And the way I understand it is that the videos that get people to watch the ads are the videos that will be promoted on the platform. It makes sense, right? Simon says shouldn't be about money. It's no, it's not. But the thing is, the time I invest in making videos, I would have had to spend that time doing something different if there was no money involved. Okay, so you don't get stuff for free in this world. It's just how it is. And if it was about the money, as I said, I would have ads for mobile games and ad blockers, actually, and VPN and vitamins and stuff and everything. Uh, that's how I would do it if it was about the money. But at the end of the day, you need to get paid, because if you don't get paid, you can't make videos. Well, you can make videos, but not very often. The videos on my main channel that I upload on typically on Saturdays, there is some time going into those videos. I can tell you that. Okay. So, Bill says, supporting ourselves on YouTube needs to be supported somehow. Folks that think we should do this for free are idiots. Well, if I were to tell my family that, well, Dad is going to spend yet another Saturday, the whole day, working for free, what do you think the response would be? You know, um, I wouldn't be able to do that. Okay. Um, yeah. So, for instance, when I don't really have to defend or even talk about my personal bank account. It's but since we are talking about the concept of getting paid for making videos on YouTube, it is totally possible to do it for free, no money involved. Lots of YouTubers are saying that I'm not doing this for the money. I think what they mean when they say that is that I could have made a lot more money if I had done a different kind of videos here on YouTube. But this is my interest. This is what I care about. So I will do this instead and make some money, but not maybe as much as I could have if I had optimized the content for making money. That's what they are saying. Um, yeah, I have to pay the bills. And the first years, it took a few years before I could, before I went to zero with camera equipment and so on. And that's just how it works. Okay. So, yeah, I've seen that. There is a channel that is making videos about how much money YouTubers are making. Uh, Honestly, don't fall for that. And why he doesn't have the data to. It's no, he can't. He can't. No, that's not possible. Why? Well, for instance, the pay is not the same in different countries. Okay, and there are lots of other factors, money, streams of income coming into this as well. So, yeah, I'm Yeah, um, that's yeah, it's very inaccurate, So but I did actually see that, and I laughed a little bit because it's a good concept, but it's not how it works. uh, yeah, yeah. Okay, Khan says I don't understand why people obsess over how much other people are making. Yeah, neither do I. If anything, I get encouraged and inspired by people who, by their talent, the sweat of their brow and effort, are making good money. It's inspiring to me. I don't think I've ever felt envious about people who make a lot of money. It's just inspiring to me, you know. Um, yeah, that's a whole rabbit hole uh, that I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. Um, Simon, if you think so, why don't you do that? Okay, if you think that's how it should be done, why don't you do that? Okay, instead of having these opinions on how other people should behave on YouTube and set up their YouTube business and their YouTube channel and their life. Okay, I suggest you do that. Marcos Martinez Pardo says, someone in Norway, Oslo. Are you here in? I'm not in Oslo, but are you in Oslo? Like a tourist, or is if from your name, I think maybe you're not originally from Norway. If there are anyone here, then you can reach out. Oh, you're living here. Okay. Um, Simon, I will actually, because I'm in a good mood today, I'll give you one more chance. If you had looked into anything of what I have been doing, my work, uh, what I'm involved in, I think that what you're implying there is you're barking up the wrong tree here. Um, yeah, okay, yeah. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, it's nonsensical. Exactly. Game SMR. Simon wants YouTube to get all the ad revenue. Exactly. Because they made that change that I just talked about. You can't. And this is why I feel it's so. I'm going to say the word fake. It is fake. When YouTubers are sitting there and saying that, oh, I don't want the money. This is just something I do from my heart. Well, you know what? If you're going to make a good video, it's going to have to be from your heart to start with. Otherwise, it will not be a good video. It needs to come from your heart. Okay. And they're saying, "Oh, it's I don't want the money." And well, okay then. Google gets all the money then, because there will be ads on your video. The only difference is that you're giving your share of that to Google, which is such a great ethical that fountain of truth and good ethics, aka Google, or Alphabet. You know. So okay. Yeah, I think some people, they have an inflated idea of how much money I make from these live streams. It's I won't pretend that I'm not making good money from my main channel, but these live streams, uh, I typically get, between 5 and 10,000 views. You're not making a lot of money on that. I can promise you that. Um, Lexi, I don't like shorts. I don't like shorts. I don't like the format. I don't like the concept that we're going to compete with TikTok and Instagram. Um, I don't like it, but I have made some shorts. What I do is I take this, I take my GoPro camera and I flip it on the side and I film a shorts. I have done a couple of those. I don't like it so much. Um, I don't know what to say about that. I have been told that um, younger people will discover my channels if I do that. So I will try a little bit. I'll try my best to, when I'm out filming, I will make a short as well. I'll try to do that, but so far I've forgotten. But yeah, I think I am interacting with the community here. Don't you? No. I haven't, Lexi, I haven't figured out how to take a clip out of my video because I film in a different format. But it's much simpler to just take the GoPro where I am and make a shorts there. I can do that, but it's like, I don't like shorts, but Joel likes shorts. He is wearing them right now. Yeah, my YouTube manager has told me that, Bjorn, you need to make some shorts, you know. Uh, okay. Um, I don't like the format. It's I'm the this way. It's the wrong way, right? That's what I think. This comes from people holding their mobile phone like this, and they're used to that format. I don't even have a smartphone, so uh, I don't know. Yeah, um, yeah. Um, well, Terry. Well, thanks a lot. I do my best. Um, and yeah, I think we should all strive to be intellectuals. I think it's we should. um, and I can't understand why some people, they look down upon those who choose to take a university education. No, I'm not talking about nonsensical studies that I've heard about that you have over in the USA and in other countries as well, I guess. But talking about proper, university education, it's being frowned upon by a lot of people on YouTube as well. I don't get that. Um, we need astrophysicists and brain surgeons and people who can figure out to purify water, and psychologists, and yeah, we need those people as well. You know, um, it's yeah, yeah. It's Britain as it's certainly it's none of anyone's business how much you make. I would never share that information. They do share it publicly in Norway. Did you know that? Every year they do. It's crazy. Um, yeah, I'm as I said, wide awake. As I said, I'm not having a go at Christians. There are some Christians who think that I'm having a go at the Christians. No, I'm only those who are. Yeah, I don't want to go there again, but I told you what they're saying, and they're not so nice. You could say that, I've read large parts of the Bible, and you know the message of love um, seems to have been forgotten by those people, um, which is sad because it's the best part of Christianity, if you ask me. Um, so yeah. Okay. Um, yeah. Well, university education is a whole different topic. Yeah, mathematicians, absolutely. That is, my father once told me that when we are, it's, I come from a family of academics, right? So, and he told me that when you study math, mathematic, mathemat, that's mathematikere in Norwegian. When you get to a certain level, it becomes more like almost philosophy because you are dealing with stuff that is almost philosophical in its nature. So, yeah, my kids, especially my son, is brilliant in math and everything else, actually. Um, so, okay. College, yes, yeah, that's the American thing. College. Oh, my father. June says my father was correct on that. Yeah, I never studied math myself, uh, but I was good at math. Yeah, I was actually, um, but I went in another direction studying economics, which is math, but it's not that kind of. Yeah. Um, but I did get into probability calculations and stuff like that, which I found extremely interesting. Um, Stuff that you wouldn't know if you didn't study it, actually. And people who study physics, they say that they know things about our daily lives and about the world that nobody else knows. That's extremely fascinating, right? They can look at nature and they know why this thing is happening. When I look at it, I say, well, this is fascinating and beautiful, and there's some magic there. um, okay, yeah. Mm. One of the dogs is getting up here. Mm. Um, I don't know. Yeah, we haven't walked. We haven't done our walk today, so it's time for that now. Okay. Um, yeah, it's like having what a trade school, is that what you call it? When you learn how to make a cabinet or uh, fix a car, or it's equally important. I don't understand this thing where you have to look down upon people for choosing differently from you. I don't understand that. But I realize that in some countries there is this, they are offering these studies where you study stuff that, if you ask me, aren't even real. You know what I'm referring to. And we don't really need that. We need people who can build stuff, who can find a cure for diseases, and and who will have the contain their grasp of ethics, so that they won't be bought by big pharma. You know what I mean? That's what we need. That's why people should go to university and study, and get their masters and their PhD. We need people to study the arts as well, and the arts I'm talking about, literature and yeah, things like that. We need people to study who study history, and yeah. Okay, okay. Um, Good idea, Mike. I should make shorts with the dogs. Um, so, okay, I have to go now. I have to go now. So, 2 or 3 live streams today. That's a lot. Yeah, okay. I could sit there all day and read your comments, but we'll just finish now. And thank you for joining. As always, stay strong.